Good evening, YouTube friends. Well, it's minus 6 Celsius outside. I've been away from my off-grid home for 3 days, and it's minus 8 Celsius inside. So that's not going to make it very good for sleeping tonight. When I left 3 days ago, it was minus 39 degrees Celsius plus wind chill. I had to drain all the water, drain the hot water tank, but that's another video. My name is Jim, and thanks for visiting my channel, Off-Grid Living with the Bennetts. Tonight, obviously, I have to get the wood stove going. So my plan is to clean it out, get it going, and get this place warmed up, because I'm cold. I'm going to give you 5 tips. Stay watching my video till the end. Last couple are pretty interesting. It's not going to be a very long video, but watch my video till the end and make sure you get all 5 tips. If you've got a wood stove in your off-grid home, or you got a wood stove in your house, this might help you. But like I say, it's cold in here, and I'm not a smoker. Anyways, let's get started. Hit that subscribe button in that corner, and we'll give you more videos. So there's the wood stove. As you can see, she needs to be cleaned out. The thing about my wood stove, I don't know how yours is, but I've actually got this neat little spot in my wood stove here. I'll move this over so you can see. I've got this neat little spot here where I can pull this plug out. And I can let the ashes go right into the pail underneath. Just like that. No, I'm not going to do it that way today. Okay, so there's my drawer. When you're cleaning out your wood stove, sometimes people let everything go to ashes and clean it out. My first tip is, don't do that. Because when you get your wood stove and you when you get your wood stove and you let it all burn down to ashes, by the time you start cleaning that thing out, your house is starting to get a little cool. So I would say, don't wait. I would think my first tip would be move all the big ashes, the big coals, the big embers off to the side. Move your big wood off to the side. You're going to get a little bit of smoke in the house. Move it off to the side, and then just take out a bunch of ashes. Do that every couple, 3 days, whatever. And if you do that, then when you're done taking out a few ashes, you just push that stuff back over there, throw some chunks of wood in the fire, and you're going again. So that's my first tip. My second tip, which is important, is whatever you're putting your ashes in, make sure that it won't burn. Steel. What you want to do is put it into a steel container. And you probably want to wear gloves, but put it in a steel container and make sure you put it on something that's non-combustible. Right now I've got patio stones out in front of my wood stove. I've got them coming out further than what I have to. That gives me extra room to work. But make sure you set that on something that's non-combustible. Don't get your pail and set it on your floor, because it will burn your floor. Don't get your pail and set it on your table. Don't put it on your bed. Don't put it in your cupboard. Keep it on something non-combustible. Because these embers could be hot. Oh, mine aren't hot, but they could be hot. So my second tip is make sure that you put them in something that's non-combustible. Make sure that even though that's in a steel pail, don't put it anywhere where it can burn. Don't open up the door and put this outside on your deck, because the heat will still transfer through that pail, and there's nothing worse than waking up in the middle of the night and seeing that your house is on fire. If you're off grid, depending on where you are, you might not even have a fire department near you. That's my second tip. My fourth and fifth tips are the best. My third tip do you like my shirt? My wife gave me that for Christmas last year. My third tip is, sometimes when you're chucking wood in your wood stove, you get busy, embers fall out on front, embers sit on the shelf, embers sit on your pad. Those embers, when you decide to clean those embers up, make sure that you don't put them in the garbage pail. Sure, they're just ashes, but sometimes a hot ash will come out of the stove, especially when you're putting wood in, and it'll land on that pad out front, and you may not know it. And if you sweep that thing up, you don't want that going in your garbage. Last week I was cleaning up in front of the wood stove, and there was a bunch of ashes there and a few little embers and a couple pieces of burnt wood, and I swept it into a pile and I put it onto my dustpan, and then I just left my dustpan there, and I went outside and did a few little projects outside. I didn't want to open up the door because it was a little smoky, so I just left it on the dustpan, and I figured later on in the day I'll just open up the door and chuck it inside. Well, as I was outside, I came in the house later on, and this is what I found. See that? That's my dustpan. Had I got that coal or those ashes and put them in the garbage and then went outside working, I could have been in big trouble. So make sure you do not ever throw ashes. I told my wife, I don't care if they've been sitting there for a week. It's a bad habit to throw them in the garbage pail. Throw them back in the wood stove, or throw them in your tray underneath the wood stove, or throw them in your non-combustible pail because you're going outside because you're cleaning out your wood stove. Don't put them in the garbage. Got two more tips for you. I'm going to clean out this stove, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. You just hang tight. Okay, I'm back. Okay, wood stove's all cleaned out. I'm ready to light it. This is tip number 4. This is a good one. Have you ever gone to light your wood stove and you get your match and you light it, You stick it in there, and you got a downdraft, and it blows your match out. So you do it again. Downdraft, blows your match out. You get your lighter, same thing. You get your lighter, you flick that thing, you stick it in there. You're fighting to get that paper going. You're burning your thumb, and your light blows out. Your flame blows out. It gets frustrating. So then you grab a big chunk of paper, you roll it all up, you light that thing, place is full of smoke, and you're shoving that thing in the wood stove. Well, what I do is this. Right here. This is the cat's meow. Wind this up. Look at that. Now that's a flame. It's not going to go out. Just like that. That's tip number 4. Go to Canadian Tire and buy yourself one of these. Don't cost very much. You don't need a match. Just hit that switch and she goes. Just tell them that Jim sent you. Okay. Now we're going to go to tip number 5. Yeah, that was tip number 4. This is tip number 5. Okay, what you've got, let's move this thing around so I can see you. What you've got is you've got cold air outside. Cold air is heavier than hot air. Cold air is coming down the flue. You go to light your wood stove and you're fighting with the cold air coming down and the hot air going up. So what happens is your house fills up with smoke. I know earlier in the winter, I'd be lighting this fire and I'd be fighting to get the thing going. Smoke's pouring in the house because I've got a downdraft and the cold air is heavier than the hot air. And I'm fighting and fighting to get this fire going. So finally it dawned on me. The fire needs oxygen to burn. It needs to get an air source. The room is full of cold air. So what I did is the house is very airtight. What I did was I opened up a window. By opening up a window, just a couple inches, it puts oxygen in the room. It allows the fire to light. And then what happens is the hot air then can rise, beat out the cold air, and you get no smoke in the house. Right now, I've got no smoke in the house at all. The fire is starting to go, but there's no smoke. That's what you want. So that's my 5th tip. So subscribe to my channel, and I'll send more videos your way with more tips. If you have a comment, tell me which tip works best for you. Maybe you know all these tips. Maybe you got a tip for me. If you got a tip for me, let me know. But yeah, subscribe to my channel, and I'll keep sending videos your way. Have a great evening. Thanks. Bye.